true crime covers the story about what actually happened to PnB Rock versus the narrative.
About this incredible case, we need to set the record straight. She blamed herself, the girlfriend blamed herself for this murder, that it was all her fault. It wasn't her fault. We need to make sure that everyone knows that, because social media and other celebrities jumped all over her, blaming her. So it's important to have that discussion, to tell the entire story.
This surveillance footage shows PnB Rock and Stephanie walking in. It's lunchtime, 12:28 p.m. As they wait, a man seated to the right fist bumps the rapper, but the couple is to the right, fist bumps the rapper.
Okay, so this was the moment that the setup was put into place. From the minute he walked in the restaurant.
Quickly taken to a table, the waitress can later be seen bringing their food. Stephanie posts a photo of their meal to Instagram, geotagging the restaurant's South LA location. But what they don't know, outside in the parking lot, a plot is being hatched to rob the rapper of the $500,000 in jewelry that he's wearing.
Okay, so let's talk about this, because they walked in the restaurant around 12:30. They were seated around 12:30, and they didn't get their food until after 1 o'clock. It took almost 40 minutes. It did take 40 minutes for them to get their food, which is highly unusual for some chicken and waffles.
But at 1:16 p.m., a gunman walks inside ready to score.
There was some sort of verbal exchange at this point.
At 1:17 p.m., the unarmed security guard notices the commotion and...
What is the point of security? Security guard's supposed to be helping. He done ran for his life, which I don't blame him, but I would have never took the job in the first place if you know you ain't cut out for it.
Flees. Seconds later, PnB Rock is shot. 1:22 p.m. LAPD officers arrive on the scene within 5 minutes. They attempt to save the rapper, who is still breathing.
Just want to know if he's alright or not. I don't care. Can we call the hospital, see if he's okay?
Social media users immediately start blaming Stephanie's geotagged Instagram post showing her meal.
It's my fault. Oh my God.
The saddest part about this was she didn't even know that he passed away immediately. She had to find out on social media because she was in the interrogation room, and they hadn't even told her that he passed away. I feel like they should have told her that. You know, she was scrolling on her phone, and that's how she found out, because everybody was blaming her.
Nicki Minaj posting on X, after Pop Smoke, there's no way we as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts.
Stephanie, I wouldn't sit here and blame yourself. You guys did walk too. That's a lot of jewelry on.
Yeah, I told him to take it off.
I'm very sorry. Do you have people out here that's gonna be by your side?
He was alright.
But as cops continue their questions, they soon learn from Stephanie herself someone in the restaurant that day seemed suspicious after spotting PnB's bling.
How did they know you guys were in there? Besides the posting of anything.
Felt like he got set up.
Before long, the deputy DA confirms their investigation shows PnB was set up, and Stephanie's post had nothing to do with it. It all started with a man named Tremont Jones.
Does anybody know who they are when they walk in?
Immediately, Tremont Jones, the gentleman who was sitting right inside the door that fist bumped PnB Rock, knew who he was. Tremont Jones loiters at the Roscoe's. That's just his hangout spot.
Detectives soon gathered hours of surveillance video that pieces together exactly what happened in the minutes leading up to PnB's murder and after. From the moment Tremont walks outside, he alerts another man named Freddie Trone to come to Roscoe's.
Look how old they are. I hate to be that one, but yes, that's killing me. Like your elders, people that you're supposed to look up to, people that you're supposed to be able to trust and feel safe around. This man is an elder, and he brought his 17-year-old son to commit this crime with him. It's like nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. You can't even trust the people in your community that you're supposed to look up to. That's why I never believed in the whole notion of respect your elders and da-da-da-da-da. Like, yeah, I'm going to respect people who respect me. I don't care if you 5 years old. If you show me respect, I'm going to show you respect. That's how I am. But y'all got to understand that it's a lot of older people who are actually jealous of the younger people. That's just the day and age that we living in. So you got to use a lot of discernment. But, you know, one thing that I just think is so sad about the whole situation is the fact that he didn't even stand a chance. Like, they came in there to rob him, and, like, as soon as they came in there to rob him, they shot him. They didn't give him a chance to finish taking off his jewelry or nothing. But it was the 17-year-old son. He was a crash out. See, the dad probably didn't even expect the 17-year-old son to pull the trigger. But guess what? You put him in that environment, you know he a crash out. You said that he was a crash out on the stand. You said that your son had anger issues, and you brought him to do this crime with you, and he took that man's life. Whether that was your intention or not, look what happened. And they all evil, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying the son got to be a special kind of evil. Because why did you want to take that man's life? You could have just robbed him for his jewelry. Why did you have to take his life? He had every intention on taking that man's life with or without the jewelry. That was his goal from the get-go.
They're speaking, and at this point is where my position is that the conspiracy was triggered.
Trone leaves, but quickly returns with his own 17-year-old son.
The son is dropped off. He exits the rear driver's side, and he has a full face covering and this very distinctive purple Fruity Pebbles.
Stephanie recounts the horrifying minute-by-minute details when the 17-year-old approaches them.
As soon as he walked in, he pointed the gun at his stomach. He said, "Give me all that or I'll shoot you right now." And he just started shooting him.
Prosecutors say the gunman's dad, Freddie Trone, was outside in a waiting car, and all the suspects made a quick getaway.
Man, it's footage everywhere. In this day and age, I don't even understand why somebody would try to get away with this.
This surveillance video shows Freddie Trone and his teenage son walking near their apartment minutes after the shooting. The son has changed clothes and not long after tosses a bag into a dumpster.
You think they threw away their clothes that would have all sorts of incriminating evidence?
As far as the shooter, yes.
Early the next morning, cops say Freddie Trone leaves the apartment and torches the getaway car. The same car seen picking up the hitman at Roscoe's.
So the car is the Buick Enclave. He sets it on fire blocks away from his residence and walks back home.
Investigators learn the car is registered to Freddie's wife, Chantel Trone. Soon, Chantel and the suspected 17-year-old son and gunman are arrested. But Freddie Trone is nowhere to be found. Freddie flees to Las Vegas. The DA says his girlfriend, Wynesha Evans, drives him out of town.
So that's where I call her side chick, but Ms. Evans rents a vehicle and she drives him to Nevada.
But before long, Trone is captured. LAPD homicide investigators head to Vegas and grill him as heard in this exclusive interrogation audio.
He goes by PnB Rock. This is the case that we're investigating right now.
That's really unfortunate. God bless that young man's soul.
Freddie denies he and his wife are involved in the Roscoe's murder.
If y'all figured this guy, my son did it, why me and her?
You're in here for murder. For 187.